Well, good morning, everybody. You sizzling hot summer beauties. It's so good to be with all of you. Thank you so much for joining us for our 90-day sizzling call. Today's our big group, and then next week we're going to be doing our small group huddle, so pretty exciting. I'm excited about the message today, and it's going to come to you through a lot of prayer that has been in place in behalf of you, and hopefully that there will be something in this message that you needed today. Not only did you possibly need it, but something that you can apply to your life and your business and make a huge, huge impact in it. So welcome to our big group huddle. Today, what we're going to be focusing on together is areas that you can control in your business, areas that you can control in your business, you yourself, which will end up whenever you can control these areas in your business that we're going to be going through, the two different things. The end result you'll have success not only in your Arbonne business, but obviously in your life, your future in Arbonne. So understand, and one of the most beautiful things I think about Arbonne is all the messages, all the trainings, all the different teachings that we learn, the book clubs, all of that is universal application. I mean, you literally can build a life through Arbonne. And I'm not just talking about the financial part. I'm talking about your life. You can build your life through Arbonne. Build your marriage the way that you want it to be just by picking up some of the amazing tips and success things that we hear about being the whole woman, the whole person. You can improve your parenting skills just by some of the things that you hear. It's so fun. I'm going to just tell you, as a mama with grown children who grew up in Arbonne with all kinds of Arbonne mamas, it is so exciting to me to see my grown children regurgitating different things that they heard in our home because of Arbonne. It's so exciting to see my grown children setting goals because they learned how to do that because they've seen it in their home, growing up in an Arbonne home. So understand, these messages are universally applicable to every area of your life, and that's going to be one of the biggest amazing reasons why you want to stay the course and stay on path through your business. So we're continuing, guys, to go through our 90 days growing our business. We're continuing to go through the next 90 days growing ourselves. And you're going to see the difference. You will see the difference. There will be evidence all around you. So over these 90 days, we are holding close to our systems so that we have the duplication for our business growth. What are our systems that we're holding close to? We're holding close to the coffee date text verbiage. We're holding close to the three-way calling text verbiage. Those are systems that are absolutely erupting the United States right now with our nations across the U.S. We are staying close to those systems. In other words, if you don't have coffee dates or three-way calls booked this week, it's time to reinvigorate your coffee dates and your three-ways this week by sending out another round of text verbiage to people that you know, 10 to 20 people. The other system that we're really holding strongly to is our getting started 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, where we share this with our new people coming on board first thing out of the gate. We're sharing with them how to get started with people, and that is creating new business builders with business builders. How exciting it is to know that you sponsored one person and that person went out and sponsored a couple of people to start the business. So no, you didn't just get one business builder, you got 3 in the process of that getting started 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So those are the main systems that we're really, really staying true to, we're staying faithful to, and we're seeing results from. Coffee date text verbiage, three-way text verbiage, and the getting started 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So continue to use the text verbiage for yourself and encourage your team to do the same. Even if you have seasoned consultants in the business, It might be a time today. If they don't have any coffee dates or 3 ways lined up this week, that is a big indicator. That's the red light flashing going, you need them. And so you need to launch off those text verbiages today to get some things stimulated in your business. So our 90 days of consistency is truly going to show you results of how your consistent efforts day in and day out are going to have great results from them. But I'm going to tell you, you've probably already discovered this, and it's probably no giant secret to you, but it's hard. It's hard. It is hard to keep consistent. That's why there will always be room at the top for national vice presidents to promote, because it's easy to think about being consistent. It's hard to do. But when you get the hard done and you get to where you're in a groove and you are letting no matter what take over your life, you are no matter what being consistent in your business, that, my friends, is a national vice president in the making. It is absolutely the consistency part of this business model. You being consistent month after month is absolutely the separator of those that are stagnant in this business and struggling to those that are successful and growing. It is the separator. Show me somebody in Arbonne that's growing and promoting and getting huge checks and really making a difference in the lives of others and has a lot of things happening that is amazing in their business. That's when you show me a consistent person. Show me a person struggling and stagnant in their business and scraping by. That is what you see in an inconsistent person with their business. So there's 2 different people in Arbonne, those that are consistent and those that are inconsistent. You get to decide which one you want to be. So understand that's what you need to be able to be successful, is to be consistent. I'm showing up for you every single Monday as part of our 90-day Sizzle and Hottie group. And I'm journeying with you hand in hand over the next 90 days. But listen to me closely. Listen to me really, really closely. You don't need me. You do not need me. Just like I didn't need anyone else to tell me or push me to be successful in this business. You don't need me. You don't need your upline. You don't need anybody but yourself. You need your discipline in yourself. That's all you need to be successful. You have what it takes to be successful with or without me. I'm not with you every single day. I'm not with you every single week. But I will tell you, you are with yourself, and you cannot hide behind what you are doing or what you're not doing for your business. Your daily of what you do on a daily basis is what will help you create the big success in your business. And really, to be honest with you, when I say you don't need me, I mean it. You need the face of your whys staring back at you so that you will have the inspiration to build your business. This is your business, not my business, not your upline's business. It is totally your ownership and your responsibility to make things happen in your business. But I will tell you, what helped me to inspire me to stay the course, and again, I'm going to tell you, Carly Nelson never even did one party for me growing this business. She still hasn't to this day. Now, she's supported me in lots of different ways, but I actually had my first party with Martha and my second party with Martha, and the rest of my history of 13 years has been me doing my own activities. So nobody's pushed me. Nobody's strung me along and asked me 15,000 times, do you have your activities? No, I did that all on my own, because ownership means you are responsible. When I was building this business early on, and even to this day, all I had to do was look at the eyes of my whys. My whys with Jordan, Jared, and Brian. I just needed to look in their eyes and know why I was doing this business. I needed to know that the college funding was going to be a future for my kids, and it'd be worth it to spend the time and the energy of building Arbonne so that they didn't have to struggle and stress over their college debt that they would accrue from going and trying to make a life for themselves. These are things that you can put in your sight. What is it that you want to actually create for your life that will drive you, not what is somebody, are you waiting around for another 90-day group or another person to push and pull you? Don't wait for that. Wait for yourself to really figure out what your why is to be able to go after it and be on purpose every single day. So understand, I didn't even go through a 90-day group. Whenever I built my business, I did a 90-day cycle every single 90 days. I did a Tammy Clinton 90-day cycle because I was accountable to myself and I was pushing myself and I was working it myself. And understand, even though we are receiving so much inspiration through our 90 days, it is inspiration, and that's what it is. But inspiration without application will keep you frustrated. All right. So inspiration without application will keep you frustrated. So in other words, if you receive all this inspiration on Mondays, but you still don't do anything, you're not doing the three-way texting, you're not doing the coffee date texting, you're not doing your activities, your swing bites. If you're not doing those things and implementing what we've done, and you start a new business builder and you just let her flounder and you don't put her through the getting started 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and you just try to start her, I'm telling you, these are systems that we have to apply to our business. Otherwise, we're going to continue to be frustrated. It's one thing to be a part of the 90-day group, but it's not enough. It's not enough. It's important that you apply what you learn. You have to do your part. So you see all around you what this business rewards are doing for families. I mean, all over the place. The evidence is everywhere. So why not you? It can happen for you. It is yours for the taking. You're already one step ahead of the rest of the world because you're in Arbonne. You've got it in the palm of your hand. So what are you going to do with it? What are you going to do with it? So one of the things I heard long ago, and I still remember to this day and apply, is I pray like this business is all up to God. I give my business to the Lord every single day. I pray like it's all up to God to make things happen and to help people promote and whatnot and get my activities and get new business builders. I pray like it's all up to God before every single event, every single appointment, every single three-way call, every single coffee date. I pray every single time that it's all up to God to bring them in and let me be the messenger. But I also work like this business is all up to me. I pray like it's all up to God, but I work like it's all up to me. That's the difference. You've got to have both. God can't bless something when you're not in the activity for him to bless. You've got to give him something to work with. You got to give him something to be able to make something amazing happen. So there are parts of this business, guys, and I think you probably have all figured this out, that you will learn that you have no control over. How people respond to you, how they don't respond to you, cancellations happening, people starting and not staying, people acting so excited about jumping into Arbonne and then all of a sudden you can't locate them anywhere. But regardless of these things, these are things we can't control, no doubt. And they're going to happen because they happen to other people in other businesses. Arbonne's no exception. And I will tell you, I was listening to my devotion this morning. We are not promised comfort, ease, and pleasure on our journey through life. Comfort, ease, and pleasure. Nope, we weren't promised that by the Lord. We are promised, though, an abundant life if you do those things that you need to be able to claim that. And so with that, even though there are those things that we cannot control with people, there are two areas that you can control that will be certain to bring you success regardless of what others are doing or not doing in your business. So what is it? What is it that you can control? Well, let's go ahead and dive in, and that's where my message is going to come from. I'm going to show you the PowerPoint, and then we're going to dig deep. We're going to go through these 2 points of what you can control so that you can see firsthand the difference maker that you can be. Hold on just a second. I'm going to have to do a little number over here. Oh, it's not letting me do it. Dang it. Hold on. All right, everybody, hang tight with me. I am okay. So try it again. Here we go. Rocking and rolling now, sisters. Okay. So the one things that we can control is obviously change how you think, and you have to change what you do. These are the two areas of the way successful people think and how success is usually created. And so let's dive in and let's talk about, let's change how you think. We need to all expect that this business will get a little messy in the middle while you're writing your Arbonne story. You know, when Christ was talking to his disciples, he was letting them know, you're going to have condemnation, you're going to have this, you're going to have this. He was letting them know what to expect. And I love that we can look at, you know, the life of Christ and his amazing leadership and see that he didn't hold back and make it just look like unicorns and butterflies and rainbows. He literally shared with the disciples all the hardships that they would face and what to expect. And the same is here for our business. It's going to get a little messy. It's what you do in the middle of the mess that actually creates the success story at the end. We have to push through, guys, with the right thinking and the right habits to get you past the middle into the success zone. We just have to push. We have to push. Usually when we get into these messy areas of our business, it's right before a big breakthrough. And I'm not saying that your breakthrough's coming in next week. I'm not saying your breakthrough's coming next month. I'm saying, though, it's setting you up for a huge breakthrough. Miranda Burcham just posted last month about her biggest setback in her business was when she went national vice president and lost it. She went all the way down to RVP and worked and hung out there for a while. And then she continued to build her business and got her nation back. And last month, she's celebrating promoting out 4 direct national vice presidents. Her setback would have made some people set down. Well, if I can't be a national vice president and I made it there once, I'm just going to quit. I'm going to leave. I'm not going to do this anymore. No, her setback set her up for the biggest comeback story, I think, of all of Arbonne. 4 direct national vice presidents. What does that mean to all of you? She doesn't have to maintain a nation at all at this point because of her direct, when you hit 4 direct national vice presidents, you've literally helped maximize your pay scale, but you've also secured yourself for the future. Her setback could have had a different story, but she continued to persevere and push through that hard time and make something happen in her business to where it set her up for this amazing comeback. I love, you know, I asked Jaron, my son, to post his weight loss journey on the Healthy Living page. And I asked him to make a video on his success tip. You know, I didn't coach him on what to say. I said, I just want you to give your #1 success tip for your health journey. And his success tip was, don't let your highs get too high and your lows get too low. You know, he was talking about his weight loss journey because he hit a big wall. I mean, he is working his little tail off trying to continue his health journey, and he had this major wall where he wasn't losing anything, and he was discouraged and down about it. And I was there the day that the trainer looked him in the eye and said, listen, you are getting ready to hit the melt mode. You need to keep pressing on and doing exactly what you're doing. Just keep doing what you're doing, exactly what you're doing, and you're going to hit your melt mode. And as soon as you hit that melt mode, you're going to start shredding and your body's going to start taking shape. And I kid you not, it was within weeks that the melt mode started happening with Jaron. And I could see it visibly. But that, you know, that story, that success tip that Jaron gave on his weight loss journey can be applied to our business. Don't let your highs get so high that you feel all confident and cocky about your business or sassy about your business to where you then, when you do get a low, you come down and you get into a pit and you get into a depression and you're like, oh, I'm struggling. It's so upsetting. Don't let your highs get too high and your lows get too low. My sister Vicki always has said there will be times in your high moments. There'll be times that you're growing your business. And there'll be times when you're growing yourself. And what she's saying is in the high moments, you're growing your business. In the low moments, you're growing yourself. Because obviously, in the low moments, you are literally breaking through obstacles and parts of your Arbonne journey that can only be explained through growing yourself and coming out on the other side. In the highs, you're growing your business. In the lows, you're growing yourself. Do y'all remember this book? I love this book. I refer to this book often. And I want to just read to you real quickly something about your brain, okay, that is really informative about how we should never run our business off of emotions. And I think that kind of goes right hand in hand with Jaron Shea of what he said about highs and lows, and Vicki saying what she said. But here it is. Most people run their businesses off of emotions, and we've got to stop. Those that are just starting their business, see if you can relate, may design their business card and become extremely excited about their business because they're just starting. As they start to talk with people, though, about their new Arbonne business, they get a few rejections and they quickly become discouraged. Then a few days later, they may meet someone who buys their product or books an appointment, and they're happy again. Woo! Low, high. They're happy again. But then the next day, that person returns the product or a cancellation happens, and then the next thing you know, that new business builder, well, poor seasoned business builder, is frustrated again, hit another low. Then they might attend a live motivational seminar or a training call and leave feeling confident, recharged, and positive. But after several disappointments over the coming weeks, they feel down again. The events are quite common for entrepreneurs trying to get their business off the ground or even seasoned consultants to keep going. But the roller coaster of emotion arising from these events comes down to a lack of intentional thinking.
Tammy,
How you look.
can you hear me?
Yes.
Nicole cannot get on, and she asked me to please ask you if there's a dial-in number where she can hear you at least. She cannot get on for whatever reason.
How about I send a recording to her? Will that work?
Okay. All right. Thanks, Tammy. I'm sorry to interrupt. She just wanted me to ask you.
So a lack of intentional thinking is simply looking for cues or waiting to react to the various events in your life rather than being proactive and generating a producing thought from within, which creates a positive emotion. Do you guys get that? That line right there is the tell all. The lack of intentional thinking is when you're simply looking for cues or waiting to react to various events in your life rather than being proactive and generating the producing thoughts. So the bottom line is, by merely reacting to the events rather than taking initiative with more proactive thinking, your thoughts and emotions will always mirror with what's happening around you. Intentional thinking, by trying to take control of your own thoughts and emotions rather than automatically reacting to every random event coming into your life, is whenever you start taking control and creating success. You'll get back to ruling your own life, your own business, with much quicker, faster response than in the past. All this makes for a stable foundation from which to build your own strong and financially thriving business. You will see dramatic and positive shifts in your business simply by taking control of your thoughts and emotions. I love that. The only limits we set on our business and our prosperity is the limits, guys, that we set on ourselves because of our head. because of how we think. Our minds are so powerful. The road begins and ends with your mind, the real road with every area of your life that concludes success, whether it's your marriage, your parenting, your business, all these areas of control are through your mindset. We bring success to us by having the right thinking. Anyone can have success in this business, and it doesn't take someone special. It just takes someone with the right kind of thinking. The ability to do what it takes, guys, is what it creates is success. So how you think and how you do is the key. So combine your thoughts and your feelings with action, and it will result in success. I love that the book was saying you've got to have intentional thinking, but you've got to create action behind those thoughts. So thoughts and feelings coupled with your positive action will create results, and success breeds success. So go out expecting. Go out expecting to get business builders this week. Go out expecting to get sales this week. Go out expecting to get appointments this week. You need to go out expecting, because that's the right kind of thinking. Your thoughts in your brain, he teaches us this, right? The thoughts in your brain drops into your unconscious mind, and then it becomes a belief system. Well, guess what the belief system produces? It produces your results. So whatever you believe is going to happen will happen. So whatever your thoughts are will happen. So if you're walking around going, I can't get any bookings, guess what? That's your belief system. And guess what? That's what you're going to get. That's what you're going to attract. What if you go around, I can't get any coffee dates. I can't get any business builders. I don't know why anybody doesn't want to do this business with me. I don't know why anybody's not working. The more you think like that, the more the thoughts come into your mind, the more you're creating a belief system that is not going to serve you nor your business at all. Whatever you think about, you bring about. Your own mind will agree with you at all times. Your mind stands in agreement with every thought that you have. If you want to have a great marriage, you need to think on that and not think about all the things that he does that annoys you. You need to think about all the wonderful things, the qualities of that person, and the things that he does well to be able to create the right marriage. And the same is true with our children. If you are saying the wrong things, then your mind's going to agree with you just the same as if you are saying the right things. So why not say the right things? Say things like, I can get a business builder this week, and I will get a business builder this week, and I will get sales this week. All of these things will help produce that. So there are many things that we do in our business that actually trains our brain. Personal development, reading, listening to audibles, Wednesday and Saturday calls, our gold car mantra. These train your brain. You begin to reverse the negative world around us. Guys, here's our gold card. Many of you are familiar with this. If you're not, take a screenshot. And basically, this is something that you would say five times a day for 5 days in a row. And it's going to help you to say the right things to yourself while you're in the midst of building and growing this month. So stepping into number 2, change what you do. You may be doing some things right in your business. You may be doing a lot of things right, but you may not be doing enough of the right stuff. So really make sure that you are doing enough. This entire 90 Days group is teaching you healthy success habits to apply to your business. Apply is the operative word there. You must apply what you're learning to get what you want in the way of success. You have to get to the point of making a conscious contract with yourself and saying to yourself, I won't accept a sporadic, inconsistent business. I'm not going to accept to do this business only when it's convenient for me. I'm going to keep this more of a priority. I'm going to learn to do my business with my life. And I'm not going to accept just thinking I'm going to do my business some of the time. If you start with those things, you'll start really creating success habits that will serve you. Realize that all of your success is all in your dailies. We have systems proving successful for multiple teams in Arbonne who are promoting RVPs and MVPs. What makes our team different is the level of consistency with each person. So the question is, have you implemented the three-way calling text verbiage for yourself and for your team? Have you done the coffee date verbiage? Have you done the swing by verbiage? Have you done the getting started 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? If so, you will, with this type of intentional action, you will have the results come on board with you. When you do this business by yourself, you add. When you do this business with other people on your team, you multiply. Which do you want? Addition or multiplication? Which do you want? These systems are all multiplying. They're all keeping you to doing the duplication of sharing and the products and the business, both, the one thing, the only thing. This system is the measurement for all of our consistency. Our weekly close week of having $650 in sales each week, that keeps us on track for our sales goals. Our 15 minutes at night when we're thinking about our list of what we need to do the next day, keep us on purpose with our consistency. We make a list and work a list. Guys, the law of consistency, John Maxwell says it all the time, is the most significant law that builds your reputation to attract others in your business. All paths of success have consistency in them. And if you're persistent, you can get it. You can get success with persistence. But if you're consistent, you're going to keep it. Consistency is always going to be the prerequisite to excellence, and you can't have excellence without consistency. Guys, the 90-day cycles that we do, it gets messy in the middle. We're in the middle. We started in June. July's the middle. You must stay the course. You must stay. The first month you were all excited and ready, and you discovered the first month, oh, this is a little hard. This is a little hard. But it's exciting, but it's hard. And so then you just sort of slack a little bit, or maybe you fall back a little bit. The second month, it gets messy because you're wondering, is this going to happen? And then the third month, if you stay consistent in your first month and your second month, the third month is when things start really taking place and exploding, and you're seeing the results of your hard work and effort. As we close our time together today, I want to talk to you guys about the recent post I posted on our nation's Facebook wall about Cecilia Stoll. As many of you know, she's here in Oklahoma, but she's the #1 top income earner in the business. She's been in the business, I think now 25 years, 26 years. I want you guys to be inspired by her story and to stay this course. Work with consistency is really her message. She has always said with all of her trainings that you keep going in your business until. And what the until means is until it happens. Whatever level you're desiring, you stay with your business and keep going until. That's her words. That's what a decided heart achieves. And one of the things that she shared was her web stats whenever she was working her business. And I love this part right here on her stats. In July of 91, she was doing $1,000 in sales. How many are at that level or advanced from that level, right? April of 92, 3,000. So almost a year later, 3,000. The next year, 10,000. The next year, 4,000, 40,000. She went regional vice president. October of 97, 3 years later, she went nation. And then 2001, so how many years is that? 4 more years of working this with consistency. Her team hit 765,000. Another year, 816,000. In 2003, she and her team hit 3 million with only one promoted out nation. Talk about all the people that were districts that were getting great checks in her success line. Guys, success has a journey, and this is hers. It's not ours. We each have our own. But as you can see, she had to stay the course. And maybe back in 1992, she might have thought to herself, is this ever going to happen for me? And then in 1993, when she went area, she might have thought, is region ever going to happen for me? All these same thought processes I'm sure she had, But the thing is she stayed the course with consistency. And through her consistency, her business erupted. Now, this is the timeline of her 10 direct national vice presidents. And I love that she's put the date of which they started and the date of which they went nation. Gina Ballou started in 92 and went nation. How many years later? How many years is that? Let's see, 9, 10, 11 years later. 93, Linda started, but she didn't even go nation until 11 years in the business. 93, Kathy didn't go late nation, another 11 years in the business. My math might be off a year or two, sorry. 97, Georgiana, she went nation in 05. So how many years is that? That's 8 years. Deanna Herron, she went in 02, but she started in 98. So there's 4 years. That was her first national. Donna Melcher, she actually, it took her, how many years there? 6 years. Trisha, it took her 13 years. Debbie, it took her 2 years. Becky, it took her a year. Janet, it took her 2 years. What the point is, and the significance of it all, is Cecilia joined in summer of 1991. She didn't go RVP till the summer of 94 with consistent activity. She didn't go nation till the fall of 97. She didn't promote her first MVP till the summer of 2002, 11 years after she started her business. Then she promoted 4 direct MVPs in her year 13. After she joined Arbonne and 7 years after going nation herself, just 1 year after promoting 4 wide, she was 8 national vice presidents wide. That's the power of momentum and exponential growth. She did not stop personally sponsoring until she promoted her 6th direct MVP in March of 05. She continued to work her personal business and continued to do her own presentations and personal sponsoring for 14 years. 14 years. None of you have even been in the business 14 years because I've only been in 13. Are you committed to this for at least 14 years? How about 7 years? How about 3 years? Her checks are said to be around $500,000 a month. Would you work at something for 14 years if you knew you would be making $500,000 a month later? All you have to do is keep swimming, keep consistent with the 8 to 12 events per month, and share the products and the business at the same time. She committed to be the last one standing in her business. Even if everyone else quit, she did not care. Look at the payoff for being a stubborn girl. Look at this. So I'll see all of you as multimillionaires in this business. And I want to show you, Arbonne may have been a vehicle she didn't really see, but this was her post yesterday on her Facebook wall. And I love that Arbonne may not exactly be wrapped up in the way you feel your purpose, guys, should be played out in life. But I can assure you, it can serve you and your families as a vehicle to get there. And that's the main message behind her post that she put yesterday. She said, "Be still my heart. This is precious." That's the girl's name. We met 5 years ago when I learned that she and her sister were homeless and very much at risk. I was able to sponsor them, and they immediately moved to the Tree of Life, an orphanage run by the family legacy. Look at her today. She's beautiful. She's thriving. She loves school and wants to be a teacher. I adore her. God is in this business of changing lives, and I love when he lets me come along for the journey. She's changing lives in Africa this week. She has built things over there, orphanages. She has served water, so many things. And I will tell you, not only has she been a world changer, but when you start making this level of income, here's the Haiti team that's working this week with Arbonne. There's 90 girls. You can see Vicki and Kelsey right there in the picture from our team. Building houses. There's over 90 houses that have been built. A child development center. They're serving meals. They're doing vacation Bible school for the Haiti children. Guys, it's bigger than us. It's bigger than us. We may not know or think Arbonne's our purpose, but what you don't know is how God will use Arbonne to get to your purpose, to help you with your vehicle, to live out your life in the way that you're supposed to. Who do you have lined up tonight for the Discover Arbonne call at 8:30 Central Time? Who do you have lined up to get on that call so they can hear the opportunity, the business? Because when you have that as a priority every Monday to share that business on that call, and you're doing the 3 ways, that means you understand the significance of what you have. And every one of us should go for 2 people tonight to get on the call. Our calls to action as we wrap up is to change how you think. Maybe start training your brain, saying that mantra 5 times a day for the next 30 days. Change what you do. Make sure you've got your list made. 15 minutes of focus every night, being on purpose with your dailies. And then the third thing is close your month weekly, making sure you've got maybe 2 ASVPs sold in the week and 1 new business builder joining your business. These are calls to action that can serve you well. I went over our time today, but I won't be apologetic for that because I think it was a message that needed to be shared. It comes to you with great prayer, great preparation, and I hope that it's blessed your spirit, blessed your heart, blessed your families, and blessed your business. I love each and every one of you. Thank you so much for giving me just a little extra time today. I love you all. Y'all have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye, everybody.